It's so exciting.
What do you think?
I think it's pretty cool, don't you? You're supposed to say yes.
The same day that Hillary's allowing press on her plane.
Is that what she's doing?
Yeah, she is.
I didn't know that.
So is this something that you're going to do on a regular basis?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes if it's, I think it's nice every once in a while. I've done it before. Yeah, I've done it before. But sure, I think some on occasion we'll do it, and maybe more than that.
We've made a pitch to some of your campaign staff about having a small, regular travel. I know it's logistically challenging at times, but past nominees have done that.
You know, it's a different kind of a plane because of the way it's set up. It's not set up as seats, it's set up as, you know, a little bit different. But I have, hey Kellyanne, I have no problem with that.
What's that?
With letting some of the folks travel. You okay, man?
You're talking about on a regular basis, right? You have no problem.
I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with
You're the candidate.
it. She might have.
No, you know I do.
It doesn't
Everybody
bother
knows
me.
I don't.
Honestly, it never would have bothered me.
Even if it was on a daily basis, I mean, every
No,
time.
no, it doesn't have to be all the time, you know. But we could certainly do it plenty.
Are you glad to have all of us? Amy, watch the camera. I am so happy to have all of you with me. Have you missed us? I've been just waiting for this moment. And I'm no, really, and I'll come back talk to you more formally, but I wanted to welcome you onto the plane.
Go ahead.
What did we? How did your immigration speech get misinterpreted? I mean,
I think, you know, it was very interesting. Some people totally loved it. You know that. Loved it. Beyond. Thought it was the best. Other people thought it was tough, but actually, to a certain extent, it was the enthusiasm of the crowd. You know, 15,000 people in the room. You saw we had 8,000 people outside of the room, you know, trying to get in. That was a big crowd. Were you all there? Were you at the speech?
no, I was watching it on TV.
And I think to a large extent it was the crowd was so enthusiastic. But, you know, it got very good reviews over
Are you
it.
saying that the crowd influenced the tone?
I think both. I think both, actually. But we had a very big crowd. It was unbelievably supportive and enthusiastic. And I think that probably led to people saying, gee whiz, that was tough, because the crowd was so strong about it. The crowd loved it. And some people loved it. A lot of people loved it. You know the way I look at it? Mexico was 100%. The speech, there were 60% loved it. And some people thought the tone was tough. It was very interesting. Oh, come on, Kevin. It was very interesting because I cut out something where Clinton made the same speech years ago. You saw that. I don't know. Did you see this? Same speech. It's like, I didn't know that. That was on this morning. I don't know if you got to see that.
I'll be done.
How was your Labor Day weekend?
It was good. It was really good. Yeah, we had a good time. The last moment of... Hello, Mark. How are you? I recognize your hat. How are you? I'm glad you're here. Yeah, last moment before the mad dash, the next 2 months. So I hope you guys are ready.
Can I ask you, there was a story, I believe in the New York Times and Washington Post, about a fine from the IRS with regards to the Trump Foundation. And they're accusing you of paying for play. And that's what's your response?
I never spoke to her. First of all, she's beyond reproach. She's a fine person. Never spoke to her about it at all.
Pat Bundy.
She's a fine person. Never spoke to her about it at all. Never. Many of the attorney generals turned that case down, because I'll win that case in court. But many attorney generals throughout the country turned that down. I never spoke to her about it.
Do you think that it was politics that influenced what went on there in terms of the judge accepting it?
In terms of what?
In terms of them accepting the case, do you think that it was...
I don't know what, but I mean, I'll win the case. But many states turned that case down.
And
Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm more than ready. Are you ready, Arun? Has Arun been taking good care of you?
Yes, very good.
They are lying.
Arun has been... How long have you been working for me now? 2.5 years. He started right out of... Well, he was still in... You were still in college, right? Right out of Penn. Right out of Penn. I know. We're so happy.
So what were you hoping to get out of that donation that you talk a lot about?
I've just known Pam Bondi for years. I have a lot of respect for her. Never spoke to her about that at all. and just have a lot of respect for her as a person, and she's done an amazing job as the Attorney General of Florida, and she's very popular.
Happy Labor Day.
What?
Happy Labor Day.
Happy Labor Day. I know, it's exactly right.
Do you have a Labor Day message?
Oh, I do. You'll hear it. I definitely do. If you want more happy Labor Days, you know who to vote for.
Follow up with regards to the debates are coming up. How are you preparing? What advice are you guys giving?
Well, we speak all the time, but I think I'm preparing somewhat like I prepared for the other debate. I think I'm preparing. I enjoyed the debating process. I did well in the debates, according to the polls, the online polls that they did right after the debates, and I think I'm doing the same thing.
Are you doing a lot of prep work? And
Yeah, I'm doing some.
I've
I'm
read
doing
somewhere
some.
where
I mean, I've seen people do so much prep work that when they get out, that they can't speak. I've seen that. So yeah, we're doing
So
some.
what kind of prep work, though? Take us inside the room. Do you mind just pulling back the curtain a little bit? I mean,
Well, it's really basically, I've called a lot of things right. You shouldn't go into Iraq. You shouldn't get out of Iraq the way they got out of Iraq. I mean, so many different things we've been talking about. Take the oil. I've been saying take the oil for years.
is someone playing Hillary in your
No.
prep?
No, I haven't done.
Do you plan to have? I'm sorry. Do you plan to have mock sessions where someone does? Play
I hadn't planned on it. I never did it before.
And you're definitely going to do all three of these debates.
Well, as of this
there's
moment,
no,
yeah.
There's no.
No, as of this moment, yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
What could cause you to change your mind? You're saying as of this moment. So what could cause you to change your mind then?
Hurricanes, natural disaster. No, I expect to do all three.
Only an act of God can
Yeah,
stop
no,
you.
I
from
look
these
forward
debates.
to the debates. I mean, I think it's an important element of what we're doing. I think you have an obligation to do the debates. I did them with the other, the other cases. We had, I guess, 11 debates. No, I look forward to the debates.
And they came out with the moderators last week. You're happy with those, Lester?
I like them. I respect the moderators. Yeah, I do respect them. It's interesting.
Thanks. I'll come back later.
Thank you.
A shout out there to her press staffer who frequently accompanies the press.
Go ahead.
In terms of, because you've been reaching out to union folks today, labor unions feel like they haven't got their priorities met by the Obama administration. Will you do anything to help them, particularly?
Yeah, we're going to bring back jobs.
But how about card check?
What we're going to do, and I told them very strongly, you may have been in the room or not, but we're bringing back jobs. Jobs is the whole deal. It's going to be so vital to this country to bring back our jobs. Our jobs have been taken like Grant took Richmond. We have never had a case like this before, and it's getting worse and worse. And you look at what we just saw. We passed plant after plant after plant where there are no jobs, where it's just gone. So the big thing that, first of all, the mayor is a terrific person. He's a Democrat who endorsed Trump, and his whole area endorsed Trump. So that was, pretty great. And he's a fantastic guy. And those are a lot of the representatives from the various unions and other people. And we were just honored to have that kind of support. So let's sit down, folks, because we're taking off.